bless America.
What's up, man? We got Fury 56 this weekend. You guys ready to get back? Amateur series. You guys ready to get back to fights?
Oh yeah.
I am very excited for the
when
fights.
when was our last show?
Last week.
Was it last week?
No.
It was in 2 weeks, right?
The week before.
2 weeks. 2 weeks of doing nothing.
I
Diego,
know,
what
we
you
was
been
working.
doing? What you been doing the last 2 weeks, Diego?
Working, hanging out with my grandbaby. Got a grandson.
Sun's getting late, huh? All right. Good job, Diego.
Yes.
You know we always working, Rich. Don't make these people believe that we had a weekend off.
I had a day off.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I had a whole day off, man.
Nah, yeah, I'm sure you still answered some messages. Okay, that's not a day off.
I did.
Is there ever a day where you do absolutely nothing at all?
No.
No. Ever? Never?
No. I don't think those exist.
I mean, no.
It would be cool.
Like we're doing this podcast and I'm working while we're doing this fucking podcast.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
It just never stops.
You have to. You have to. Oh my goodness, Diego, what's been cracking?
Just getting ready for this upcoming weekend. That's about it.
Yeah, back. We got another pay-per-view.
I'm excited.
Another pay-per-view this weekend.
I'm excited.
Hey guys, don't forget right now you can purchase your pay-per-view link at a discounted rate.
$1?
No.
Oh. Okay.
$10.99 versus $15 on fight day.
Is that correct?
That's correct. That's the final word, right?
That's it, man.
Come on, guys.
That's
do
the
it.
number.
Buy
That's
it.
the number, man. So make sure you go out there and get your pay-per-views. And we got 2 big title fights this weekend.
But you know what's even better? Just buying your ticket,
You're gonna say it.
going to the show, and watching
watch
it
it
live.
Go watch it live.
Go watch it live.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference, honestly, in watching live versus just watching it on TV.
There's not much difference in a Fury Amateur Series show versus Fury FC besides the fighters that are getting in the cage.
Besides the name, yeah, like
The name and because we run the show the same way.
the show looks almost identical. The talent is insane. How good the amateurs are.
Bro.
Like a lot of our amateurs can be pros anywhere, anytime.
I mean, you look at this card and you think that a lot of the guys on there, this might be their last AMI fight.
Yeah, I would
I'm
think
assuming
so.
the main event for sure.
Yeah.
Sean and
Yeah, you know, I think if you look at the main event, we've got Sean Magnus and Gates Cook,
Yeah.
4-0 versus 4-1. When you hit that 5, maybe 6 fight range in the amateurs, you don't have a whole lot left to do. Like whether you got a great record or not, you're fighting for free at that point too. You know, like it's
you're fighting for
not-
the experience still.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I ran into Kenneth Thomas yesterday.
Yeah.
At 4 ounce, and he made the move, and he's training at 4 ounce now. And he's got like 8 amateur fights, I think,
Yeah, I
6
think
and
so.
2.
Yeah.
So he wants the pro debut. He did say, hey, look for a welterweight fight for me. He did ask for Elias Goley or Sean Magnus, because Elias beat him.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'd like to run that back as a pro.
Is he going to 55 as a pro or
No.
Is he going back up to 70?
He's gonna stay at 70.
At 55 cuts too hard.
Yeah, he didn't make the weight.
Yeah, close.
160.
Close enough. You know.
Well, I mean, Jordan asked for the catch weight,
Right.
you know, so it didn't end up. It wasn't Ken's fault, but
No.
he's a good guy to start looking for fights for, though.
Yeah, I
We
think
got
when
some 170s.
you look at him, you look at Magnus, you look at Gates Cook. Obviously, you know, Goalie, these other guys are already there. Like 170-pound division is fixing to get an influx of really, really good talent.
Yeah.
And then you look at our 145 co-main event. You got Devin Jones taking on Cade Fordory.
I could see Kay going pro after
Dory.
this. I don't know what you want to do with Devin, but
I'd like him, if Devin wins, I'd like him to defend the belt at least one time. I'd love for him to have 2 hard 5-round scraps.
yeah.
I think that's important as you're starting to get up to the pros.
What if he doesn't win?
Back to the drawing board and do it again.
And season's
Yeah.
Miami no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, whether he wins or loses,
I could see Andrew Craig saying, if Cade wins, let's turn him pro.
I could see, because I mean, Cade's I think's got 2 more fights than Devin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see that too, and that's right at that like 5-6 range. This is Devin's 5th fight going into it. He had some time off with the injuries to his hand, so it's not the time that I'd like to see him in the cage. I just like to have a little bit more time in the cage, because you figure outside of the Joe Hendershot fight, which I think went to the 3rd round, most of his fights have finished in the 1st. So he just doesn't have a whole lot of cage experience.
This is a good step up.
This is a big
sure.
step. This is a big step up. I
Cage
honestly
is
think
fucking
Cade Fordor is. I think he's the most well-rounded fighter that Devin has fought yet, and he's definitely. I think he is the best overall 145er in the state of Texas right now.
He's good.
He can do everything.
Yeah.
You know, he's coming out of a great gym. So now look, I'm obviously extremely biased toward my own kid. I think he's great at everything, but I think he sucks too. You know, like I'm always telling him he's terrible. He's not any good. So, but this will be a fight where I think if Devin can impose his will of what he wants to do, I think Devin can win this fight and open a lot of eyes. But I think if he falls into Cade's game, man, Cade is so good with that left hand, dude. He's a sniper.
I'd like to see this fight go 5 rounds.
Me too. For
I think
both
it's
of
great
them.
for both of them.
Yeah, for both guys, it would be great to see all 5 rounds in this fight. And then we also got Jaden McKinnon returning, taking on Braden Benson. Jaden's fun. This is his 6th fight. He's 3-2.
He's so young, too.
Was he like 13 years old?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
he's
20?
He's a young dude.
19 or 20.
You got Ibrahim Khan, Jorge Regalado, fresh off of his submission of the year in 2024.
That's a fun fight, too.
That's going to be a fun fight. Baru Box making his debut, taking on Zach Adelaide. Johns, we got, Lane Christensen, Stephen Ewald. Ewald, we're coming back. Was he 85 last time or 205?
205. He's fun.
He is fun.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking caveman.
Yeah,
He fits perfectly in
and
Drew's
Drew's very,
system.
and Drew's very high on him.
Yeah.
Like I told you, hey man, I think I need a 205 for this upcoming event. Yeah, throw Steven in there. He didn't even ask him.
I love it.
He said, throw Steven in
I
there.
love
I
it.
said, okay.
Do you think it's because fighters have so much trust in him, for him to be so confident to say that?
I think so.
I'm assuming Drew
Yeah.
sees these guys in the gym every day, and he's like, oh, this kid looks good. He's healthy. He's ready. If the fight comes up, we'll take it. So.
For the most part, I think as a coach, you know if your guy's ready or not. Minus scheduling conflicts, maybe they have something going on in their personal life. But I think like you should be able to know if we ask you or if you're asked, hey, can blah 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 fight? Yeah, it's either yes or no. You should know. Like you shouldn't have to go back and figure it out unless I'm talking about short notice or something like that.
It's different, yeah.
I do have a question about promotions.
Sure.
As far as I know, Fury's goal is to get the fighters up to the next level of the UFC.
Right.
What about those guys that just want to do a bucket list type? I mean, do you entertain those
I mean, we
For
can.
Amis.
for Emmys, right?
For Amis, yeah. I mean, for Amis, we're a little more lenient. Look, if you go get your blood work done, and you get all your medicals done, and you show up to the photo shoots and you show up to weigh-ins,
You show us
we're
you
gonna
wanna fight.
Yeah, we're gonna let you fight. Now, what you've done to prepare for your fight, that is on you. I hope that you were at a good gym. I hope that the gym you tell me you're at, that's where you're going. I hope you show up with a coach.
Yeah.
But for the amateurs, it's a little easier to be a little lax on that, just because they're amateurs. Like they're not expected to be pros. When it comes to the Fury side of it, like Fury FC, man, we're way more picky. You know,
Especially
because,
if you're on the main card.
oh, if you're on the main card, you're a good pro. You're not just you just happen to be a pro fighter. You're actually a good pro.
You're a good pro, or you're somebody that Mick or Sean want to see. So
Right.
you could be a debut female
Yeah.
that they're looking forward to. Like, I'll throw it out there, like Mila Hill,
Yeah.
Mila next week,
Yep.
Grant Hill's daughter,
Yeah.
you know, and there's high expectations for her. So she's making her debut, but we are putting her on the main card because we've already talked to Fight Pass, and they're like, hey, we want to really try and promote this girl as well and her opponent. So it's good for both girls.
Yeah, Jacob Silva hit us up with, I barely made the Fury 100 main card list. No, man, you were always on the main card. You were
Always.
just figuring out where we were going to put you. And was there a better place than kicking the night off? I mean, you know, it was, we did move up a ronde
Yeah.
at the last second. That was more of a timing thing and us not wanting to have a swing bout. And it worked out that it was the next fight and it made sense to have it up there. But, yeah, man, Jacob Silva's not going to be on the
Just for that,
prelim
next time he's
card.
on the prelims.
He's on the prelims next.
Nah, I'll never check him on the prelim.
Just asked me, where can we find the event schedule? San Antonio ready for the return? Yeah, man, 2/21. We're back in San Antonio. If you just go to the website, furyfc.tv, you can go to where we're selling tickets, and you can see all the next few events lined up.
Those tickets for San Antonio are flying.
Yes.
So if you haven't got tickets for the San Antonio card, you better fucking get them. Go get them now. They're flying.
Also this weekend, we've got Angel Castillo taking on Mario Bustos. Angel Castillo fresh off his knockout of the year. So we have the knockout of the year.
Angel.
Is it Angel?
Angel.
Better not be.
It's Angel.
Nah. He's not in hell, dog. He's Christian.
Angel.
No, he's
He told me his name was Angel.
he barely speaks English. He don't know.
You don't know his own name.
Kylie Steele taking on
Kyle.
Is it Kyle?
Kyle.
Come on, dog.
Kyle Steele.
I
I'm
don't-
excited
not
for
getting-
this one.
I'm not getting any of these names right. Yeah, versus Ray Patino. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah,
Corey
so-
McCoy's her Ray's coach, and he's super excited. He's like, bro, you're gonna love this girl.
Yeah, this card is full of fun fighters, man. Starting out, Abdul Kushnood versus Brian Gutierrez. Fat
Kushnood,
Laz making his return, dude. I love watching that
That kid
kid.
can stand up,
He
man.
is fun.
I
dude.
like it too.
He is so much fun to watch. We've had him come by the gym a couple times and cross train, and the kid's fun, man. Really, really good. Iron Shin Las Vegas says we need Fury FC in Vegas. You right. You right. But we got some stuff cooking up, working on some things. So I had this question come across. Oh, hello, Miss Kendra Lust. Thank you for tuning in and watching our video. Okay, so I don't know, like I thought this was the camera for a second. So I was asked this weekend, how important is the amateur series to Fury?
Very.
It's extremely important because when you look at, this is our bloodline, like the lifeline that kind of starts everybody's career. And you start to see, like, look, if you look at our current crop of young prospects right now, Joe Hendershot, undefeated, Fury, he was a Fury Amateur Series champion, right? Josh Aliman, Fury Amateur Series champion. Joe Thomas came from our amateur, Josh Thomas. All these guys have come through.
Josh Van, Cody Steele,
every single
Damian
one of them,
Anderson,
man.
Isaac Moreno.
How crazy is that? All these names we're listing off right now were built in our amateur series.
So let's be a little more specific. It's super, super important for Texas fighters. But like this weekend, the main event guys are not one of them's not coming from Texas. Where's Gates coming from? Arkansas or
Gates
something?
coming from, I want to say it's Tennessee. I could be wrong. I think it's Ohio.
So if you're an amateur that wants to fight here, come on, we'll bring you in.
100%. Yeah, like
Yeah, we'll bring you in.
we'll bring you in for fights. That's definitely something that we want to do. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is our hometown, so the majority of the guys you're going to see on amateur cards are going to be Texas, usually Houston guys. And
I think Houston's really the only city that we do all amateur though.
yeah, we haven't done an all-AMI in San
Anywhere
Antonio
else.
in a
But
while.
we'll do pro-am anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, why is that? Just so many amateurs here?
For us, if we're going to travel and make the expenses, we're going to make a pro card, a banger card for UFC Fight Pass.
Right.
And UFC Fight Pass is not going to take an all amateur card. So
Miss Kendra Luss is asking where in Texas can she see some fights? San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. We do fights all over. Edinburgh. We've been to Edinburgh.
The Dirty Berg.
You go back down there.
Ms. Luss wants
Jacob
to-
Silva wants to know if we're doing random Fury merch giveaway.
Hey, does this lady want to have a seat at the table?
Oh, I think she's coming out for San Antonio.
Okay.
Miss Kendra Luss, are you coming out for San Antonio for Miss Rosas? I think, if I recall correctly.
Rosas is in Dallas.
That's
next week.
Dallas, 2-7.
Next week.
Oh, I forgot. So why didn't I have that one in San Antonio? She usually fights in San Antonio.
She's fighting next week. Her brother Jesse's fighting in San Antonio. Main
Yes,
event.
Jesse, but Kevin's fighting
In Dallas as
in
well.
Dallas. Are we ever in Austin? We have not done an Austin show. Austin has not exactly been a hotbed for MMA. Great for grappling. Just traditionally, there's one brand out there now.
I mean, you would think all the fighters are coming, out of Andrew's gym? All the main fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, there's a couple gyms out there. We probably could dip our toes in Austin because, like, we got like 4 or 5 Amis that we're bringing in from John's gym this weekend. Andrew's guys.
The problem you run into with Austin, in my
Venues.
venues, You know, we did a legacy show. I think it was an amateur. I really don't remember if it was a Lone Star Beatdown or Legacy. It was one of. Well, I don't think it was a Lone Star Beatdown. I think it was a Legacy Amateur Series. It didn't do great out there, but there wasn't a lot of gyms at that point.
Right.
Now it's exploded.
But it's all jiu-jitsu.
It is, but there's still, like you said, there's Tent Planet.
There's John Gym and wherever Casper trains. But I mean, Casper's matchmaking for that other organization, so it's like.
Yeah.
I know they got a card coming up, and it's an all amateur card.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe that's where we do an all Emmy card. I don't know. It's hard to travel and not do pros.
No, bro.
I mean, we do.
I mean, I love the amateur series. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I love Fury FC.
Yeah. I mean, that's our
Hashtag.
That's
our bread and
the
butter.
wife and the girlfriend. That's how you look at it.
If your wife's got a girlfriend, then it's a good day.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's not what I meant, but okay.
No, I get what you're saying. Shout out, Miss Garcia.
Would you be okay with your wife having a girlfriend?
How hot's the girlfriend?
Would you be okay? Would you be okay if your wife had a girlfriend?
If my wife had a girlfriend,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you okay knowing that your wife has a boyfriend? Is that
What about if your wife had a girlfriend, but she could be your girlfriend too? Then you. I don't think I'd be okay with that because now I got fucking double expenses.
Like, yeah, number one,
True.
I'm,
It
Yeah.
costs me more money. I'm good with just
I'm
the one.
selfish. I don't want people playing with my shit.
No,
I
I
don't want
agree.
you playing with my toys. But
No.
number two, I can barely keep the one
That's
happy.
it.
I got to fight with two?
Nah, fuck that.
No, man.
You know what I'd rather have? A second bulldog.
Oh, my man. That's what I'm talking about.
Second bulldog. I'll
Another-
keep the one wife.
Yeah.
Give me another
Two
bulldog.
bulldogs.
Yep.
That's a good way to go. That's
I
a
think
good
I'm
way
gonna
to
do
go
that.
for
I
sure.
think I'm gonna do that.
Get another one?
Yeah.
Diego
You want
just,
another one?
Diego just left now.
Because if I get one, you gotta get
The
one.
one, yeah, but the one we got is.
Actually, I am looking for a new dog.
What happened to yours?
Your dog ran away, Diego?
Your dog ran away. Diego went and loaded it up and dumped it.
Damn, Diego. Hey, it went to the farm?
They went to the.
Diego, did you go dump your dog?
Oh man, I can't
Don't do that. Don't
I
be
can't-
one of
no,
those
don't-
people,
don't-
bro.
Yeah, I'm not.
You seen my bulldog?
Yes.
You seen his?
Yes.
See?
Mine's
You know
an
they're
evil-
sisters.
Yeah, mine's an evil demon seed.
Yeah.
Mine's chill. They're
His dog,
sisters.
his dog is laid back. I see pictures holding it. If you grab our dog, she just wants to
Oh
fucking
no,
play
I can sit
all the
mine
time.
like this and she'll just chill with her hands like this.
She'll sit. She'll
on
sit.
the
She'll
lap.
sit with Sam like that. She wants to play. Every time I walk into the house, she goes nuts. She wants to play,
Yeah.
which I'm not mad about. Estimated time on change of fight venue. I don't know what that question means, Jacob. if you can send me that again
Change of fight venue.
on change of fight venue.
So, I mean, Escapade, we're not leaving.
Well,
You know, we kind of outgrew Humble. So we haven't been to Humble in, what, since 21?
yeah.
When
Is
the
it
UFC
really?
came?
Is it really that?
No,
long?
no. Didn't we do one after that? Oh no, that was Bayou City we went back to.
Yeah, I like Bayou City. We'll probably do 1 or 2 a year at Bayou.
Bayou's not bad.
Challenger Series and all Amis at Bayou.
Outgrowing it, I see.
Roosevelt.
Right now, man, we can pack a pretty good amount of people into Escapade.
That's what he's asking?
Yeah.
Well, if you look at Fury 100, we could have done Fury 100 somewhere else.
Yeah.
And sold way more tables and shit because people were still asking for stuff. Because we sold everything for Fury 100.
Yeah.
All the tables were gone. We actually sold extras. So
Yeah, it's hard, but
has
consistency.
everything we need.
It's consistency,
yeah.
but also, man, when that place is packed, it fucking sounds good. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It presents so well on TV, and as much as we push tickets, as much as we want to have a full house, because there's a so different energy when you have a full house full of people. But we are a TV product.
Right.
You
That's
know,
what matters first.
Yeah, you know, we are putting on a TV product. Now, it just so happens to be that when you do a really good TV product, it looks good live. You know, so like we're benefiting from some of the like changes we've made over the years. And, you know, you go back and you look at let's say pre-COVID or during COVID and or pre-Escapade, like it looks very, very different. Very different, like from the way they walk out, the production in the cage. Diego and DNA and the guys that we have here have done a tremendous job in really create, you know, kind of crafting the look of Fury.
They know what we like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that background with the fighter. You know, it looks so great when
Yeah.
you're taking that
Yeah.
picture and they're coming out.
Here it is.
Hold on.
All right there, Diego?
There it is right there.
Okay.
No. All right. Well, we still don't have this down, where we can't point and.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, Fighters
Well, you-
Inc.
All right, Ms. Kendra Luss, I will send you some information for the show to help promote it. Thank you so much for being an awesome supporter. We appreciate you. Come to Vegas. A lot of come to Vegas.
Man, it's just.
It's
I went in there and I talked to the commission. They're like,
Yeah.
we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
And then they bring out the application and it's like this thick of pages versus my 2-page Texas, my 2-page.
It's also not cheap to come in Vegas.
And then they hit me with what it cost.
Is that
It
just
is-
for the commission or the venue and all that other stuff?
No, that's just the
Would you
commission.
say it's cheaper to come in Texas versus coming in Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
way cheaper.
There's a lot more options in
Wait,
Vegas.
there are more options,
options.
to come in Vegas.
And it depends on the quality you want.
True.
Out there, you know.
No, you're right. You're right. You know.
You want the slim and trim or the thick and fat?
Ooh,
You get them cheaper.
on or in. You know, like what it just depends on what you're looking to do. Wayne, what do you?
Stilettos or cowboy boots?
We got. Well, I'd ask Wayne, but he got the.
Yeah, Wayne would be the expert.
He is the expert on coming in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though he hasn't been in Vegas in like 15 years.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to Wayne Leggett, our
Jay
boy,
Wayne.
taking the day off today to I guess he had AIDS. Was
Yeah.
yeah.
Herpes.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Herpes.
He'll be good. He'll be good.
He had a flare up. He had a flare up. Hey, I'm not supposed to say this.
He's walking funny now. He's walking
Hip-
funny now.
HIPAA laws.
He had a flare up.
Violating HIPAA laws.
Hey, are you guys excited for this weekend's return of Izzy?
Yes. Yes, and Saudi.
Dude, it starts at
Solid.
11 a.m.
Oh, damn. That's why my son asked me. He asked me this morning, he's like, Dad, should I try and work today and see if somebody will switch with me for Saturday so we could watch the fights? I was like, yeah, man, do it.
It sucks because we're
We're going to be at the fucking weigh-in.
Yeah, we'll be at weigh-ins. But by the time you get home, the main card should be on.
And then Porky's doesn't play it.
Oh, that's right, they
Maybe
don't.
we'll hook up with Mick and watch it somewhere. We're going to be out here anyways.
Maybe.
And
Man.
he doesn't leave till Sunday. so-
Well, man, I saw. So we had Abdul Karim Al Sawadi was supposed to be on this card versus Jordan Levitt.
What happened?
It's canceled.
Oh, wow.
He's had 2 fights canceled on this card. He was supposed to fight Bola Oki at first, and
So you
now
think it's his opponents?
I think so. I would think so if 2 have fallen out like that.
It's a nice jacket.
Thank you, man. That Warbringer.
Look at that. Warbringer hooks it up.
Yes.
Hooks it
They got
up.
some great gear, some great whiskeys. I want to try some of their other whiskeys too.
They have some other ones?
Yeah, I've seen some other stuff on there.
Let me hit them up and
Yeah,
get some other
I'll
stuff.
find some stuff. But first up, all right, we got Israel Adesanya taking on Nasruddin Imov. Diego, who you got in this fight?
Israel.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard not to vote for Iggy. I gotta go with Izzy also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you count Izzy out?
I mean, to me, he's the best 205er, not named John Jones.
That's at 285.
Oh, you're right. I don't know why I said
Middleweight.
205.
Yeah.
Well, he's no Anderson Silva. I'd put him.
He beat Anderson.
He did. He beat old Anderson.
Yeah.
Like he didn't beat Anderson Silva. He beat Father Anderson Silva. Like in that run toward the end where he was kind of losing everything.
OG.
You know this is magnifying glass?
Is it? Diego,
See that?
put your. Oh shit!
Right?
Got that piercing out there?
Must take me a new picture.
I got me a Prince Albert.
Yo.
Got me a Prince Albert.
Ooh.
What is that?
You don't know the
Look,
Prince
go
Albert
Google
is?
it.
Hey, Google that.
Go Google it.
Google it. In the co-main event, we got Sharaputin Magomedov, the Pirate, taking on Michael.
Whoa, hold
That
on.
already happened to me.
Damn, Diego.
That already happened to me.
Damn, Diego, I done lost my mic. All right, we got the Pirate, Magomed Sharaputin,
That dude's the one who did the
double spinning back fist.
Yeah.
Taking on Michael Venom Page, who has had some of the
One fight.
craziest knockouts. Dude, his flying knee on Evangelista Cyborg was insane. Caved his head in. How we doing a show on both y'all on the phone?
I'm trying
Like,
to get,
how are we supposed to engage in
I'm
the
trying
people
to bring
here?
up the fight card for that.
Should have had it already pulled up, doggies.
It's true. So you're right. You're right.
Jacob Silva, great point. He said, I'm using that excuse my next loss. He beat Father Silva, not Young Silva.
Father Silva.
Shout out to Jacob Silva, the Hall of Famer.
HOV.
I want to see these. I want to see these Hall of Fame jackets start going out, man. Like they start putting them on.
Jacob wore his.
Yeah, but does he wear it to when it's cold outside? When he goes to the supermarket?
He says he wears it everywhere.
Nah.
Wears a belt. So who you got? Magomedov
Page.
or Venom Page? You got Page.
No.
No.
You want to bet? How much?
Hand job. I'm going with the worst wrestling Dagestani, Magomedov. Got to take him.
That dude can fight, bro.
That dude can fight. He can scrap. He got one eye.
I'm going by emotions.
How did they pass him?
So
Can he see?
He can't fight in the States. So like there's no commission in the States that, I mean, he can go to Louisiana and fight. But, like there's no commission here that'll pass him. None of the big commissions.
Is it because
like,
of visa problems? or
what are your thoughts on that?
He's blind in one eye.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Should he be fighting?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think.
It's a huge liability.
He's 15-0.
I know.
He's undefeated. Do I think everybody can do it?
No.
No. But I think you put a little bit of a leash on them and hey, you have this disability, you're not able to do this.
The same leash you put on your cock on a leash?
When I take my cock for a walk? Dude, we got to get him to get on board with that. I feel like...
You heard it here first.
I feel like... Listen,
That's a
don't get
t-shirt.
me wrong. The cock of the walk is a great slogan. If you guys know, we're talking about Warbringer whiskey. The cock of the walk.
Big beast of bourbon.
Like, amazing. I would like a shirt that says, Warbringer whiskey, take your cock for a walk.
And have the rooster.
And have the rooster on a leash.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking
badass.
great.
Right?
Badass.
Oh, they're gonna drop us. All right.
They're either gonna drop us or they're gonna make a ton of money. Or we get nothing.
We get nothing.
Then we get nothing.
Up next, we got Sergey Pavlovich taking on Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I gotta go with Pavlovich in this one.
Yeah.
I have not really been super impressed with
me too.
Rozenstruik. But you,
Pavlovich
Diego.
beat Derek Lewis?
Did they fight? Derek Lewis fight him?
I thought he did.
I don't recall if he fought him. He might have. I haven't went to go find it just yet because I'm on the page with all the
I'll
fights.
look.
He might have. Let me see.
I could be wrong.
Let's see here. Let's do some research.
I gotta start memorizing these divisions, baby. Get this down.
That's mixed. That's mixed division.
I know. But yeah, he lost to him. TKO.
To Derek?
Yeah, July.
Oh, right there. Yep.
Derek lost.
Well,
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been
2022.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since that fight's happened. Yeah. So, well, knowing that, I gotta take Rozenstruik. I can't be like picking somebody who beat up my guy.
Yeah,
Like
he's a
I can't be
beast.
having that. He is a monster, man.
How do you say his first name?
Sergey.
Sergey.
No, the other guy.
Jarinzino.
Jarazino.
Rozenstruik.
I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. And then we have another
Sergey.
Nurmagomedov, Said Nurmagomedov taking on Vinicius Oliveira. I don't know a whole lot about Said Nurmagomedov. I know he's 18-3 bantamweight.
Yeah, I don't either. But
All right, okay.
I'm gonna go with let's see, Oliveira.
Oliveira?
Yeah.
You just like saying that.
Yeah, I do.
I get it.
Oliveira.
I get it. Hey guys, make sure you're checking out our amazing sponsors, Sheath Underwear. Go to sheathunderwear.com. Make sure you go to Space City Collective. Make sure you go to Kimura Tattoo Company. See your boy Ronnie Byerly. Warbringer Whiskey.
Fighters Inc. The best gloves in the game.
Sisu Cold Plunge. You still hitting that cold
Man,
plunge?
you know what? I haven't got in that shit.
It's been cold.
Yeah.
Just jump in the pool.
I need to though.
That cold plunge is where it's at, Diego.
I don't like my nuts to go up in me when I'm in the cold. You know.
Hold them.
I don't like that.
Just hold them down as you
I like
get
'em
in.
drop down.
Thoughts on the GFL? Is that the hot grandma thing? Oh no, the GFL, the promotion.
What are your thoughts on that? I was watching the draft.
Yeah, it's not. You heard they say it's a fake draft?
Is it?
Yeah.
You know, I was watching it with Mick and River.
So GFL came out.
So I was like, it's a cool idea, but they're just gonna lose their fucking ass.
Okay, I feel like this is Bellator 2.0.
It's not gonna last.
You're taking all the people, like, who are you building off of?
So that's the thing. Like, their goal is not to build talent and put them in the UFC. They have a totally different goal than us. All they want to do is get viewership and sell tickets. So they're thinking people are going to watch these old retired fighters.
It doesn't work. In that regards, you guys remember the last Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell fight?
That's what it is.
That they didn't even make enough pay-per-views to pay them.
Was that Oscar De La Hoya's?
Yeah. So evidently, they sold less. I heard it was less than 50,000 pay-per-views.
Did he wear a dress, cage side?
He probably should have.
In heels?
He wore the pantyhose. I feel like the GFL is just a cash grab.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody that tries to dip their feet in this business,
hey, have
Go
at
ahead.
it.
Go do it.
But I will say, and I don't know the whole details. I saw Tanya Evinger's post. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not.
didn't.
So, you know, they used Tanya's likeness and said they announced her. She was going to be part of a team and everything.
she didn't get drafted.
And evidently she didn't get drafted. She got no contract sent over to her. And I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. Like, Tanya has a following. There are people who know who she is. And there's other fighters like her as well, I'm sure, who was dealt the same thing.
Colton England said they contacted him.
Well, he's on the opposite side of what I think you would be wanting. Like, Colton England
Colton still has a chance.
Yeah, he's still a prospect.
But he says that they hit him up. But so, that being said, I think that the guys who know they are prospects didn't want to go. You know, and it was going to be a decent payday. I think he told me they offered him 20 grand.
Oh, shit.
You know, but you don't get a contract and they pay you 20 grand to come be part of. You have to actually get drafted.
Yeah.
And then you have to fight, and that's what you get, I think, for your first fight. I still don't get it. I don't know how it works. You know, they had 5 cities: Miami, Sao Paulo, New York. I forget where else. A couple other places. 5 that they drafted. You know, however many people.
So it was 6 teams.
Mm-hmm.
You got Team Dubai.
There you go, 6.
You got Team Los Angeles,
I think
Team London,
New York, Miami,
Sao Paulo,
and New York.
and New York.
Yeah.
Man, they killed these guys on the gradings. But Team Sao Paulo, I think, had the best team.
Because they got like Dos Santos, Verdum. They got a bunch of the heavyweights, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, they got Shogun.
How old is Shogun?
He's 76. They got Diego Lima, who's
He was tough.
Rafael Sunsao.
Yeah. How old is he?
Patricky Pitbull.
Okay, so he's came out of what, Bellator?
Yeah. Renan Barao. Lucas Martins. I mean, this is a fucking good team over here, man.
But they're all over 35.
They are, but if what you're saying is true, here's the thing. Are you turning in to watch Fabricio Verdum? I'm not. Not anymore. Who's the biggest star in this? Is it Hector Lombard, Junior Dos Santos, Yoel Romero?
And you got to think, like, none of these guys are going to fight for less than like 30 or 40K
No,
each.
that's the thing. They all, okay, Uriah, is Faber in this?
Yes.
Okay. He's 45 years old.
Faber?
He's got to be 45.
No.
Faber is 45 years old.
Is he really?
Hasn't fought in 6 years. 45, hasn't fought. Okay.
Oh, my God. Who wrote that? Somebody's trying to bash him?
No, they're just talking about the draft.
Uriah Faber's 45, hasn't competed in almost 6 years. God knows I love him, but Andre Arlovsky hasn't looked good in over a decade.
Yeah. Sage Northcutt got drafted.
Sage Northcutt was never good to begin with.
I
think
don't
Sage
agree
had
with that.
potential. Yeah.
Sage was 7-2 in the
okay,
UFC.
but look at this. What if they put Sage Northcutt versus Tony Ferguson?
He's dead.
What kind of matchup is that?
But that's the problem with this GFL and the concept of the GFL is that you're not going to get, like, look at Colton. Colton could have went up there and taken a fight, made some, you know, I wouldn't say easy money, but made some money against a big name opponent.
Colton could have fought Sage Northcutt. That would have been a fun fight.
That would have been a great fight.
But that's an actual prospect fight.
Yeah.
Sage isn't even 30 yet.
No. Dude, how cool would it be if we pulled Sage back to Fury?
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
I wonder if Dana and Hunter would ever be interested in him again.
I don't think so. I think because of how he left. Because he left on his own terms.
Yeah, he didn't really get cut.
No, he was 7-2.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not a long-term thing. I'm glad. Again, I'm glad they're getting a payday. I'll watch the first one. I doubt I'll watch after that. I doubt it's around for a second run. But if it is, that's cool. Like, again, like you said earlier, man, if you
want
can
to
get
try
in
it,
and you
yeah.
can make some money at it and you build a little thing, that's cool.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say it just like Dana does. There's a lot of people who don't agree with how the UFC does business,
Right.
with how Fury FC does business, with the pay, whatever. If you fucking think you could do it better, go do it. Go do it.
It's a free world.
I've seen fighters leave,
Oh, yeah.
and then I have them calling and their managers calling, asking if they can come back.
Depending on how you left, you might not be able to.
Yeah. And you might be able to.
You might be able to, some of them. Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's been people that we have literally like, I will not use the term begged, but have asked a lot, hey man, you should be here, we want you here. And you chose to go somewhere else and then you want to come back. Well, listen, man, I'm not your second option for the prom.
nah.
You want to come to the dance, we can go dance, let's go dance together. We'll go all the way to the top.
Yep.
But I'm not, the extra chick on the side over there when your other girl wasn't as pretty as you thought she was. But that's all right. Listen, I hope everybody gets to where they want to be.
Yeah.
Promoters, fighters, everybody. But I'm only concerned with the Fury family.
Yep.
That's it. We take care of ours, we move forward.
And
go
we
on
try
about our
and
life.
help them get there as easy and quickly as possible.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it, Diego. Diego, are we good over there?
Yeah, we're great.
Speaking of, Cody
great.
Steele fights next week
Cody Steele fights next week.
in Australia.
Are we going?
No.
It's a little late. It might
We'll be in Dallas. We'll be in Dallas.
It may be a little bit late
But we
to make
watching.
it out there.
But how
I'm
cool is
excited
that?
about
That he gets to make his UFC debut in Australia.
Who's he fighting?
I don't know who he's. I haven't really looked at the guy.
Whoever's losing, that's who it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, it don't matter who he's standing across from. The kid's a fucking stud. He's about to put himself even more on the map than he already is.
Jesus, Cody Steele gives no fucks. He's fighting Rongzu, who's 25-6.
He gives no fuck.
He's 24 years old with 30 fights, and he's 25-6. Like, he's a stud.
He ain't Cody Steele.
He's not Cody Steele, man.
Nah.
He's not Cody Steele. Cody Steele's a special. He's a special one, man. I think when you look at, he could have a Diego Lopez type of rise in popularity.
Next week is gonna set that pace for him. Depending on how he goes out there and performs and what he does, that's gonna make people be like, man, this fucking kid.
He already has this reputation as like a boogeyman. I mean, who else has had a fighter leave while getting their hands wrapped? And I'm not gonna fight.
A dude who had double the fights.
Yeah.
From him, you know.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That card, if I recall, is that the Duplessis Strickland card?
Yeah. Bro, what a fun card.
Dude.
UFC taking my money 2 weeks
Dricus
in a row.
Duplessis for Sean Strickland, Weili Zhang, and Tatiana Suarez. I'm a big Tatiana Suarez
Me too.
fan.
Have you seen the documentary?
No.
They have one on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Is
I'll
it
check it
Netflix
out.
Or Amazon.
Justin Tafa is back. Jimmy Crute, Rodolfo Bellato. That's going to be fight of the night. Jake Matthews, Francisco Prada, Anshel Jubilee, Quidlin, Salah. Your name's getting hard,
So the
guys.
main card, Mick, how many fights on that main card? Because those last two are his.
2, 3, 4, 5. There's always 5 on the main card.
No, but how many are mixed divisions?
1.
The main event, the co-main event?
2, 3.
Dude, he
The
fucking
main
did
event,
that right.
the main event, and then there's there's a 205 fight and a 265 fight. Yeah. And they're a mixed hometown, baby.
Bravo.
Hey, shout out to the birthday boy yesterday.
Bravo, Mick.
Mickles-
Yeah, for all y'all
Mickles-
that posted that shit on the wrong day,
Mickles Maynard.
y'all don't know nothing
Dude,
about Mick.
so I text Mick because I wasn't thinking. I was at my desk. I saw happy birthday. I was like, oh damn, I forgot my boy's birthday. I saw him a text real quick, and then I'm sitting there. I'm like, today his birthday?
The 29th.
And I was like, that's not right. And so in my phone, I've got my friends' birthdays and stuff saved. So like, I look at my phone. It's like, and I sent Andrea a screenshot. I'm like, isn't Mick's birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
And you text me at the same time, and you're like, oh, these idiots text him for his birthday. And I had just texted Mick. I was like, isn't your birthday tomorrow though? And he responded back. I was like, damn, okay. I felt like a fucking idiot.
Well, you know how I know? Because my brother is on the 28th.
Yeah.
And Mick's the day after.
See, my wife is the 31st.
Okay.
And he's the 29th.
Uh-oh.
And also,
You got something
he's
celebrating to do with your
10
wifey.
He's 10 days after mine always.
Come
So
on.
like,
Where you taking her?
nowhere. Nowhere. She got shit to do. I ain't going nowhere.
We're adults, right?
Yeah.
Well, buy nobody's shit.
I think she's going with her friend to do something. I don't know. Like pedicures or some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. She sent me a grill she wanted. I'm like, all right, I'll get you a grill.
Yeah.
She likes to have her own flat top, her own grill, because
Okay.
she thinks I'm a fuck up hers.
Okay, you use your own, she uses her own.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have one of those Blackstone.
That's what she wants.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah.
The little hibachi on there.
That's what she got. Congratulations, you got black stuff. So, like, makes it easy, man.
Good for her, yeah.
Yeah, Duplessis and Strickland 2 coming up. Zhang, Suarez. You got this weekend's fight. It's a fun weekend of fights, man.
Also, this coming weekend, the kid that Aswell fought on Contenders is making his UFC debut.
Don't care.
Bogdan. I'd like to see Aswell there, man.
I would like to
He was supposed to be there.
I think
Michael
we'll
Aswell
see
Jr.
him.
was supposed to be there already.
Let me turn. Diego, turn that IG off over there, man. They've had enough free stuff. You guys got to turn it into the podcast.
And then Dana had said he was going to be there. I don't know what happened. Things changed a little bit. And Aswell didn't want to wait, so
Yeah.
he came back and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to fight. Keep me busy. We booked him.
Just bring it here, Diego. I'll turn it off.
It wasn't the prettiest performance, but he had a tough fight against another Dana White Contender Series vet,
Yeah.
Dorian Ramos.
Yeah.
Aswell got the nod, he won. Now he's coming off a win. And I talked to him yesterday, and he's like, man, if I don't get called up, I'm going to fight again. It's like, bring me back to Fury until they call me.
I don't think that happens. I don't think we see him back.
Well, if they don't call him by March, I think we're going to book him for May versus Cameron Graves. Ooh. See if Cameron Graves wants to run that back. Because, Cameron lost. Cameron's got the belt now.
Yeah.
And Aswell's a front runner for that belt now. Because it was really, he never lost it.
No.
We took it from him when he went to Contender.
Yep.
So it'll be Aswell and Graves in May. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with Justice. Because he's
Justice, man, you know who
he's
I'd
ready
like
to come
see?
back, too.
I know who I want to see. Justice Cam Teague.
done. Let's do it.
I'm gonna make that right now. while we're
Let's
sitting here.
fucking call. Who's managing Teague now? Abe Kawa?
Abe Kawa.
Let's make that right now. There you go, Justice.
What date? What day we do it?
May 18th.
There you go, Justice. I don't know if Cam wants to wait that long, but
And he just fought.
yeah, he fought in December.
Yeah, he'll be all right. For that kind of fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Graves should get the call here, though, pretty soon, man. I think he should get a short notice call.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I really do,
He's
man.
14-6 or 15-6, I think, or something.
He's
He's a Fury champ, two-time?
14-7, I think. I think 14-7 or 14-6. It's one of those two. Two-time champion, and now he's a champion. And dude, he's a two different era champion.
Yeah.
Like he was an early champion, and now he is a champion at a time
And
where
he's legit.
14-7.
Yeah, he's fucking legit.
Oh, dude, he's insane.
He can grapple. He's got great cardio. He can box.
That was the best. He looked
can wrestle.
the best I'd seen him in years against Justice.
Yeah.
Like he looked like. I just looked like he was.
He
on
looked
a
like his
mission.
old self.
He did, man. He did.
Yeah.
You can see that fire,
Yeah.
I think he knows, man. I mean, he's 31 now, and he really wants to go. And like, you can't afford to lose no more. Like at this age, in this era, in his career,
Yeah.
with that type of record, you cannot afford to lose anymore.
It seemed like, and I don't mean this as an offense to him, years ago, it just seemed like he wasn't sure if this is what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like if he really wanted to pour all of his energy into this, because he was still, is he still teach at Travis's?
And at Gracie Baja Woodlands.
Yeah, so I mean, he was kept coaching classes, still doing some jiu-jitsu stuff, and it never really seemed like he was all in. Even though he was so talented and had already achieved so much, I never got the feeling that he was just all in on, I want to go to the UFC. It was kind of like, if it happens, it happens. But now, this last performance, he looks like a guy who is like, he's ready.
And he tells me, he's like, man, if they call you or they ask you about any featherweights, I'm ready to go. I'll make weight on 3 days' notice.
That's awesome, dude.
And he walks around probably at 55. He'll
Yeah.
make 46 pretty easy.
And he's pretty big for that size, I think.
He just has no fat.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good size. You see some of these, our two guys fighting this weekend for the 145 title. They both walk pretty heavy.
Devin's a big boy.
Yeah.
I think Devin's got more size than Cade.
I think Cade's taller. I think.
Yeah. Cade's good.
Cade's very good, man.
Cade's good, man.
It's a good.
This fight is going to really tell Devin where he's at in the division, and if he has what it. Because honestly, there's some pros that Cade can beat, and there's probably some pros that Devin can beat as well.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but this fight, if Devin goes out there and puts a stamp on this and finishes Cade, it's going to say a lot. It's going to say a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for this one, man. It's
and hats off to him for not shying away and not wanting an easy.
Dude, he didn't.
It's a title fight.
He didn't even second like.
Yeah, let's go, man.
He had a pretty good feeling. He said because if you go back, it's funny if you watch the Cade Foradori and Brian James fight on the side of the cage, and when Cade fought, I want to say Jared Gallegos.
Okay.
You can see Devin in the background watching. Like, and there's a couple shots of the as it's moving through. Oh, it's a Zeke Cates fight too. You can see Devin watching through the cage. Like he's watching the fight.
Zeke Cates, another little exciting guy.
He knew that he'd have to fight one of these top guys, and hey, whoever he didn't care. I told him it was Cade. He goes, okay, let's go. You know, he's got no animosity. It's interesting to see because like the last fight, obviously Cade and Brian didn't. Like each other very much.
Speaking of Brian, he's going pro.
He is going pro.
Fucking awesome too.
Brian James versus Jackson Glass, the Houston Arena. I'll never want to go back to the Arena Theater again. Jackson Glass fights in what, 2 weeks? No, he fights San Antonio.
Yeah, 221.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see him making his pro debut. For whatever reason, that 145-pound division has just been like we have owned that for years. Like we have had the top guys, Amis and pros in that 45 division. I'm excited to see where some of these guys' names that we're going. See where they go, guys. Don't forget this weekend you can get your pay-per-view still for only $10 to watch Fury Amateur Series. And again, if you can be in the arena, come down, come
Please.
to Escapade, FuryFC.tv. Make sure you pick up your tickets. It's going to be a great show. And we're back with our pro shows next week, 2/7. We are back in Dallas. Diego, what day are you going out to Dallas?
Wednesday? Wednesday. I'll be there Wednesday.
Okay. All right, Diego.
You better be there Wednesday, Diego.
Fuck around, Diego. Fuck around, Diego, and be there.
I'm off Wednesday, so we're good.
Well, hey, we don't have our boy to ring us out today, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Hey, you need to insert.
Yes.
You need to insert
The time
Wayne
for talk is
saying
over.
Because I'll do a bullshit version of it right now. Yeah, listen, guys, it's been a great week. Make sure you come out to the fights this weekend because the time for talk is over. It's over. It's time to feel Wayne's nuts.